Hello, 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 and welcome to, well, let's just say a slightly more festive TRC Live than usual. I hope you are cozy, bundled up, or just hanging out at home. Any way you want to do it. Maybe it's warm where you are. Anyway, let's not get boggled down in the weather, all that good stuff. We've got some fun things to show you today because we are foam for the holidays. That's right, we're going to make it snow in the building today. And in order to help with that, let's see what's going on out in the studio.
All right, Dane, well, thank you so much. Welcome, everybody, to another TRC Live event. We're going to call it Merry Snowmas, or Let It Snow Foam, or Foam for the Holidays. We'll leave that up to you guys, but joining me today is Miss Cindy Gwen.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited about this.
We're really excited.
You know, I'm a real big foamer myself.
Yeah, I know you're a big foamer, right? We're foaming home for the holidays, so this is going to be a good time. So today, the premise of today's video is we're actually going to be testing out different snow foams and kind of doing, well, not just snow foams, but some soaps as well, as just showing you different comparables in terms of output, the cling time, the amount of buildup they have, and whatnot. And so here in front of us, we have some different soaps. For Christmas here, we have Koch Chemie GFX, the one, the only, technically the only holiday themed foam slash soap that we have here at the Rag Company. And if you haven't tried GFX, this stuff smells incredible. So we have that in this PF22 right here. Next to that, we have Shampoo Plus from ADS, which has been showing to outperform a lot of other snow foams on the market, just being an all-around pH balanced soap. This stuff's incredible. Also love the smell of that. Next to it, well, because it's got snow in the name, we have Stjarnagloss SNO, which is going to be their dedicated pre-spray snow foam. And this is tried and true. This has always been awesome. Has that delicious coconut smell. And last but not least, we have G-Wash from GTECHNIQ. So G-Wash is going to be the staple in the GTECHNIQ line in terms of maintenance and washing. Another pH balanced soap that performs well in a bucket and well in a snow foam cannon. So we're really excited about this. We have Anthony's Mazda behind us, which it's got some dirt on it.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
It's got some dirt on it.
For sure.
So, Sydney.
Yeah, yes.
Now the question. So, we want to build up some comments and we want people to chime in, but how this is probably going to work, and I think you agree on this, we test out those different snow foams.
Yeah.
We're going to foam, we'll rinse off a side, foam, rinse off a side, foam, rinse off a side. Let the audience be the judges.
Yeah.
And then the winner, the one that you like the most, is going to be the one that we put in the bucket. Ideally, snow is not the best in the bucket, but we'll make that work for today's video if that's what you guys choose to use. So keep in mind, you're going to have to pay attention. When we start foaming, start taking notes.
Yeah.
Right? Start jotting things down and be like, okay, well, that had this long cling time, this had this much thickness. And what that's going to do, again, is that's going to let us choose which is going to be the final product that we use to wash the Mazda behind us.
Yeah.
Sydney, where do we start first on this wash?
Oof.
Do we do the wheels and tires? Do we try to please people, or do we say, no, it's our Christmas show?
Well, I think we get more we get more comments if we don't start with the wheels, but let's go ahead and start with the wheels so that we're...
We do get more comments. Kind of thinking that's the move today, right? To keep you guys engaged, to keep you on your toes.
Keep you on your toes.
Dane, what are your thoughts? What do you think?
You know, I'm with you on that. I think if you just deliberately look like you're about to wash the wheels, but then you flip it on them at the last second, you do something else, you're like, oh, these fender liners look like they need a little attention, or something like that. I just want to see people constantly on the edge of their seats getting mad because the wheels aren't getting attention.
Yeah.
It's a good point. So actually, I think I've come up with a good game plan here. Hear me out on this. The ADS wheel cleaner and tire cleaner.
Yes.
I'm very confident in those products.
Yeah.
I think that they're phenomenal.
Yeah.
What if we do a touchless spray? So we spray the wheels down with the wheel cleaner, we spray the tires down.
Yeah.
We get a before shot, we get the after we rinse them and let them dwell, right?
Okay. Yeah.
We let you guys see how well that these clean in a touchless sense, and then we'll get into our foam session, foam for the holidays, Merry Snowmas, Merry whatever.
Yeah.
And then after that, we'll go through and do our final wash after that. So
that sounds good, because I have not even been so crazy to do it touchless. So
we're gonna do.
I'm right there with you guys.
Confident,
I'm right
Sid.
there with you guys.
I'm confident. I'm feeling this. Dane, what do you think? Do you like what I've come up with?
I like your plan. I'm not going to modify it. I want to roll with it. Let's see what happens.
Okay. And now, Dane, since you're going to be behind the table. You're going to be answering the questions. You're going to be being that person, a liaison, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to need to hear what kind of questions pop up because we're pressure washing, so we might need to double check. And if we can get those on the screen as well, we can check those in case anybody has anything specific they want to ask. But let's also do this. Favorite Christmas food. Go. We've done that before with Thanksgiving. Ooh. Favorite Christmas treats. It can be anything. Hot chocolate. It can be cookies. It could be a ham. It could be steak.
You know, I was always a fan of the Christmas ham myself. You know,
Dane, I was going to say you are a ham, but I was going to say that in the nicest. I'm saying that like in the Dane's a ham, like the
relatively ham-shaped, but working on it. You know,
not ham-shaped. I'm saying like you're a ham, you're a hoot, you're fun. We love you.
We'll take it.
Okay, so Jimmy, let's get a walk over here, and we'll go through and start the pre-spray process. So Sid, I'll have you knock out the tires, and I'll follow up with the wheels.
The tires, and then do you want me to spray the fender wells with this stuff too, or?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. So what I like about the ADS tire cleaner is in this atomizer specifically, which ADS says this is the best thing to use, you're going to have immediate cling, right? So this is going to allow the product to set up. It's going to start browning as needed. And this one right here, we actually have diluted. Carson diluted this according to the specs because we did refill it from a gallon size.
Okay, that's really nice.
Okay, I think it's doing its thing. Okay, so I'll have you move on to the next one. I'm going to knock out the wheel here. Right. I'm going to adjust this. Armor Detail Supply wheel cleaner. Why do I love this? Is because it smells like Japanese squash. It is a sensual experience, and I think it's a lot of fun. But what I also like about this is that this is going to have the built-in fallout remover, so it's going to do a lot of that kind of extra work, right? It's going to have the ability to degrease, degrime, and then remove any of that extra fallout contamination that's going to come off of your brake dust and things like that on the road. It's just a killer wheel cleaner, and I find that it's actually really safe, right? With every single wash, we've never had an issue using this either at full strength or diluted if we wanted to, you know, save a few pennies. So look at this. Sid, it's working.
It is. It looks really good.
It's happening. It's happening well. I like this. So going through, make my adjustments. Touchless approach here, people.
Now, what do you do for the people who argue that there's no way you can do it touchless on
Then I'll say, watch me. I'll say, watch. Well, I'll say, watch this magic trick. I'm going to make it happen. So coming over here, rears. These spokes are kind of, I don't want to say intricate, but they're a lot more technical than you would think they would be.
Now, I do have a question here from Big Old Dog.
Yeah.
He was actually wanting to know, regarding the snow foams we're using today, do they all have the same recommended dwell time?
So not everything is going to have the same recommended dwell time, but everything that we've picked here in this lineup is going to be safe to set up for a period of time. So none of these are going to be caustic. I don't think any of these actually have a pH of over 9, I think. I think Snow technically has the... This one right, Snow is kind of weird because it's not perfectly pH balanced. I know it's slightly more alkaline, but the GFX is slightly more alkaline as well. But the only reason for the increase of alkalinity on GFX is due to the scent, right? So they had to increase the alkalinity to where the scent would set up and be more stable. How that works chemically, I'm not a chemist. I'm not really sure. I thought that increasing the alkalinity would make something worse or harder on the scent, but I guess in this case, that's just how they formulated it. So. Anyways, these tires, Sid.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good.
I think they're doing pretty good.
I'm pretty impressed, actually. I mean, that's melting off a lot of brown stuff.
So we're going to let this dwell. We've pretty much made our way around the car. I'm going to get out of my cozy Viper chair. And realistically, we diluted, I'll have to check with Carson on the dilution of this, but we used roughly about half of our tire cleaner doing the touchless approach.
Yeah.
Now, we're using less product if we were to just spray and agitate.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the same thing goes for the wheel cleaner. I use about half the bottle here. You can see here. Again, we're laying it on thick because we're trying to go for that touchless approach to show you. So it's kind of like, what's your time worth, right? Is it worth going for more of a touchless and using more product, or is it worth using less product and actually getting in there and using some elbow grease and doing that thing?
Right. Right.
Sid, do you want to be in charge of the pressure washing? Do you want to pressure wash these things off?
Sure, yeah.
How long do you want to let these dwell for?
I mean, I think they're pretty good, right? I mean, I think that like on this side, it's starting to like dry on the tires a little bit.
Yep.
I think we probably want to get that off.
Yep, agreed. Agreed on that. So, yeah. Anthony, how do you wash this thing? Are you hand washing it, or are you touchless washing it? Touchless, okay. Going through a drive-through touchless.
I was to say that's what you call driving through a car wash.
Oh, rinseless wash, okay.
A lot of the dirt for sure on the tires coming off.
And these wheels are not coated, for anybody wondering.
It does not appear they're coated, yeah. And the nice part about like right now doing these touchless is we're still going to take advantage of doing the foam over them, right?
Yep.
So it's still going to get a little bit of extra cleaning from there. So like you said, it could be saving time to not scrub them if you're going to be foaming your car also.
Anthony, you'll like this. I have a lot of people here in the chat and the comments. Most people are just saying hey to each other, but I did get some Christmas well wishes, so thank you to those of you who did that. And then Anna Longfield always has something interesting going on. She says, I saw the TRC was live while watching fishing videos. Y'all are calming like fishing videos.
Anna, that means more to me than you would ever know. You know, if we can replace a fishing video for you, I mean, being live here, that means that we're doing something correct, because I can imagine that there's plenty of people out there that love fishing stuff. My family does actually all the time. My dad watches fishing stuff all the time. He doesn't even fish, but I guess he just likes watching how chill they are, if that makes sense.
Now, I've got a comment here from David Boyce, I think because he saw the Stjarnagloss SNO up there, but he said, let's see some coconut earth.
Oh, coconut earth, that would be a good combo right now, just to get it in the air, as we say, to get some of that scent.
For those who aren't familiar, could you explain real quick how one gets coconut earth?
Okay, so coconut earth, it's a very simple process. You're going to take Stjarnagloss SNO and Stjarnagloss Mazda. It's two separate products, right? One is just going to be a general pH balanced shampoo that's safe on matte paint, and then SNO is going to just be their pre-spray snow foam. You're going to mix them 1-to-1 in a foam cannon. It's like roughly like you can do 100 mils of one, 100 mils of the other, fill the rest with water if you want to do it that way, or in a bucket, the same size squirt of both, mix it up, and you'll have the coconut earth scent, which is going to be like a, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a coconutty, it's coconut, that's just it, dude. It's just coconut earth, and you just got to yell it every time it happens. You just got to scream.
Are we doing that today? I missed it. Are we doing that?
Have you done it before?
I never, so I'm so excited.
Sydney, okay, so here's...
Coconut earth.
Can we...
I hear about it.
Carson, my friend, can we get a bottle of Stjarnagloss Mazda? And we'll, okay. Now we have to sell people on 2 products versus just one.
Okay.
But I'm going to take some of this SNO, and I'm going to put it in our wheel bucket, right? That's a pretty safe bet of just being like, it's in the wheels. It's okay. We're going to get some Mazda in here, if we can find it. Purple. There we go. So I'll show you what I do. So I just poured out, I don't know, like another 100 mils of water and SNO mix. But I'm going to take Mazda, right? It says matte finish. It says matte finish car wash, right?
Okay.
That's over in the UK. They just say it's a safe matte finish car wash, meaning it's safe on matte finishes, but it's not going to have any gloss enhancers or anything like that, because Bubbler, their other soap, has gloss enhancers. So this is just gloss enhancer free, pH balance, safe as it gets. Use it on any surface. Doesn't have to be. But smell this. See how it smells kind of like
Oh, that smells like something familiar.
Right, something familiar,
Yeah.
right? But I'm going to take that in my snow. I'm going to do a little bit of Mata in here, and then we're going to call that good. And then we'll just kind of shake that up, and then sit when we go to foam it, it's going to be a sensual, I mean not sensual, magical experience.
Coconut earth.
That we're all, and we have to yell coconut earth. And I think I'm going to have you yell that because people have heard me yell it too many times.
What am I yelling?
You just have to say coconut earth. Just
Coconut
say it
earth.
as right before you start foaming, and that activates it.
Okay.
And gets it going.
I can't wait.
So
Theoretically,
Anna here wanted to know. She said she knows what coconut smells like, but what does the earth smell like? Like, what's their interpretation of earth?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's if I remember, it wasn't like I asked Jack specifically. I said, "What is it?" He said it was like not a mint smell. I don't know if he said it was like evergreen or something like. I don't know what he said the actual scent was, but it was something like a super weird.
So it's more of like a piney kind of scent,
Kinda,
but mixed with like when you say earthiness, almost like good soil, like
piney,
fresh soil.
a little minty, a little something. Yeah.
I think maybe more like soil, maybe like
Soil?
maybe what the soil of like a Christmas tree is grown in.
Oh,
Because it's not really tree, but it's like something familiar. Like when you smell it, you
know when you go, have you ever,
recognize it.
Have you ever tried to go and get your own Christmas tree before?
Just
like
from
up in the
Christmas-
mountains?
Oh no.
Oh, Sydney
No, I get
cannot be bothered with any type of National Lampoon Christmas Vacation behavior,
Hey, I've
right?
only had a real tree for like 5 years.
Okay.
I was very afraid of them.
Okay,
baby steps.
But yes, the soil of Christmas tree shopping up in the woods, that's probably what the Mata kind of smells like. So everybody, what are we starting with first for our foam of choice? What are we starting for foamus? Mary, let the foam be with you. Let the whatever Christmas related stuff we can think of. What do you think? First person to drop a comment, we're picking that product. Go.
All right.
Wait.
It's happening.
I'll wait.
It's happening. I'm waiting to see something pop up here.
The little
These guys are writing. They're
Dane.
thinking.
Yeah.
Dane, come on. Come on.
I don't think that's it, G. That's not gonna.
it.
That's not gonna work. Anna with a pine tree scent. Oh, forest smell. Gotcha. I like that.
First foam. Let's go. Come on.
Joey says Mata definitely falls in the
Dane,
Christmas
are you
soap
going
category.
in order? Are you going with the most recent?
Everybody here is screaming GFX.
Okay.
They
that's
all
what
want
I was hoping to
GFX
get
all
to.
day long. That's what they want.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna grab grab this. So what I will say, Sid, these tires,
Oh yeah,
whether
they're
it's
starting to dry. Yeah.
they're starting to dry,
Yep.
but that needs some scrubbing, I think.
Yeah, but I mean they were pretty dirty. They were pretty brown. We're gonna see what happens after some snow foam, right?
Yeah. We're gonna see what happens. So that would probably need a little bit of some scrubbing, but it's not like it's like dark
not
brown.
yeah.
It's just kind of like that nice tinge where
You
usually
know,
a dressing
the true
will
test is, though,
cover that up.
is like it doesn't leave a lot on my finger, so I don't actually think they're that dirty.
No,
You know what I mean?
I don't think they're that dirty. I think it's a combination
I think
of.
it's just they just need some good.
I think it's a combination of newer car rubber that's
Right.
never really been exfoliated.
Yeah.
Now,
All right.
I do have a question here because AMI Detail is saying GFX is just a tad thick to siphon to give max foam. So what do you think of the viscosity of GFX?
I think GFX is thick, and I think it gets thicker in the wintertime as well. So
Okay.
what I recommend, if you can store GFX indoors, especially if you're doing outdoor washing, that will usually help with the mixing process. But I don't think it's so thick. Like Radiance is probably one of our thickest soaps, I believe. What do you think, Sid?
Yeah, Radiance is pretty thick.
Radiance is pretty
Yeah.
thick. The Optimum car wash soap,
This is pretty
very
thick,
thick.
yeah.
Like that's some thick stuff.
Yeah.
But no, I think just, you can also go with the lower dilution. Carson said this was TRC spec dilution. I don't know what that means, but I like it.
We're about to find
I
out.
like it. I'm getting excited. Here we go. GFX in the foam cannon. And bam.
Smell this one.
Get it in the air, yep.
Very Christmassy. Very Christmassy.
It feels like a Merry Christmas, man. Happy Merry Christmas to everybody watching right now, right? This is great. So what are we rating this? I think GFX has always had pretty good cling time. It builds up pretty decent. Should I try to do a higher build here?
Yeah.
On the fender? There we go.
Okay, that's more like Santa's beard.
So that's
Yeah, that's a good unit of
coming up with
measurement
this stuff
there.
on the fly.
I totally am.
More like Santa's beard. Maybe it is. This is more like Santa's sleigh, maybe today. I don't know what that
Right.
means either. So, no, but I think doing a higher build, the thing is with GFX and GSF is I've always found that we always want to overfoam when it comes to those products because we love the smell, we love the process, we love the slickness, we love just how good that soap feels. But I find myself constantly rinsing out soap out of cracks and crevices where I go, crap, I did too much.
That's part of my frustration with it too. The thing that I noticed that's different is like, oh right. The one thing I noticed that's different, and then I'm going to step away for a second, is what I don't typically see out of snow foams is these little bubbles doing their little action, right?
And that could be the
pretty
foam
cool.
cannon kind of aerating the foam a little bit
he's got
more. But all in all, though, I love the cling time of GFX and GSF. And yeah, it's just awesome. So come over here to the doors. I'll show you this. So see how flat this is. Anthony, do we know what protection is on this? Do you have anything, bead maker?
I think he said it was nothing last time we asked.
Nothing?
I think he said nothing. Yeah.
I think the car. I think he got lost in the car.
We left the sunroof open. Yeah.
The foam's he can't see. He can't see. So okay, no, we got it. So Anthony, you know what protection's on this?
I think it's just a fender.
Just a fender. Okay, so right now Defender's on here,
Okay.
but still with Defender on here, and that's not a fresh coated Defender. It's been on here for a
Right,
while.
yeah.
But just how flat that's laying, right?
Yeah.
So we have some decent cling on the windows. Up here's already kind of started to melt off, but that's kind of what you want to see out of a snow foam. And
I think this is
Love it.
interesting here, right? But this is because of the way the
Yeah, I
panel
think the way
is
the
kind
panel's
of,
shaped.
so it's like soaking it this way, right?
Yep,
That's kind of
agreed.
interesting.
agreed.
Very cool.
So
No, I dig it.
approximately what dilution are you using to do this right now? I know we
Dane,
said the
TRC
TRC
specs,
TRC spec. So I'm assuming you probably put what'd you put 250 mils in this 300.
He's doing like the double
More?
glug.
I'm guessing he did like 250 mils in this.
So we're talking a glug glug glug.
We're talking
Yeah.
a glug, a couple
Yeah.
glug glugs for
Yep.
sure. But
Real scientific.
so I'm digging that. So we're gonna save what's left of that, and we're gonna go and start a rinsing process. But Dane, we're happy to answer any other questions as we're going along here.
Well, yeah, Kevin wanted to throw out a petition to make Sydney a permanent co-host with Anthony and Dane.
Petition to make Sydney a permanent co-host. Send an email.
Thanks, Kevin.
Say yeah, thanks,
And
kid.
then Joey backs him up.
Email Jimmy at the Rag Company.
And
There
then
you go.
Charleston Detailer, good friend Charleston, also agreed.
Thank you.
Charleston, what's going on, man? So realistically, I think that this is going to stick around for another several minutes.
Yeah.
Like it clings really, really well.
Yeah.
I've never had an issue with this, and so you can pre-soak it. So you can go with a pre-soak spray like this, jumps right in.
Yeah.
And also one thing, we did spray this on dry.
Right.
That is going to make a difference.
Yeah.
So we may have kind of given GFX a little bit of leverage here.
Yeah, I
but-
always spray my snow foams on dry though.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
but
now,
true,
now they're going
because
on
now
wet.
the next ones
Now
are going to
they're
be wet.
going on
Right.
wet, yeah,
Now,
so-
so my question is, does this have any gloss enhancers or anything in it that is the GFX going to make the rest of them like slippery,
No.
or is it just going to
Nope.
be the water that's going to hold them back a little
GFX
bit?
is pretty. The only thing is how well we're going to rinse this, right? And we're
Okay.
going to see.
Yeah.
So we'll fill the paint. We'll, after we rinse it, and we'll see. Okay, is this need? Is this leaving behind something?
Right. Yeah.
So here we go.
I love that it rinses.
Rinse is clean, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
AMI Detail agrees. I love the
Very
way
cool.
GFX rinses. It
So you
sticks
guys
like
obviously
crazy.
know me. I'm a rinseless wash person myself. So if I can get a snow foam to rinse, I love it. Love it.
Defender doing his job there on the roof, on the hood.
Yep.
But this is kind of what I mean. So this is a small gripe, but
Yeah.
right when the GFX starts going into the cracks,
Yeah.
right, I go, how much longer am I going to be here?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is why sometimes we have a 25-degree nozzle on this pressure washer right now. Sometimes a 40 just to get a little bit more coverage.
Yeah.
And more rinsing power helps as well.
Yeah.
But you can kind of see some of it just kind of sticks around.
Yeah.
Wheels are going to clean up well though. Go through.
It still rinses pretty clean though.
I think so, yeah.
Fine Detailing was wondering if Sydney had any prior experience with GSF or GFX.
Cool.
Cool.
Looks good.
Dane, any questions before we jump into the next foam option?
Yeah, so Fine Detailing. Has Sydney never used GSF or GFX?
You know, I used it a long time ago. To be honest, it's probably been a couple years, and because I've been testing some other ones, and so I have not, like, mine did not smell like Christmas, I feel like. So, and honestly, I don't even know what the difference is between GSF and GFX.
So GSF, right, is going to be their standard Gentle Snow Foam. It's been around for a couple of years now, right? It's got that unique cherry
Right.
scent, which nobody really
Okay.
knows. GFX is the
Okay.
same formula.
Okay, so
but-
I've used GSF because I was going to say mine
Correct.
did not smell like Christmas.
So GSF, I believe, is at a 7.5 pH. GFX is at an 8.
Okay.
And so by bumping up that, I think it's half of it. I think it's half of a pH. But by bumping that up, they did that for the scent reason, and I don't know what other reason than that. But it
Okay.
is the same formula.
Got it.
Just with a Christmas scent, and that's why
Got it.
on here it says Gentle Snow Foam Xmas.
Okay.
It's very
Love it.
it's a very German way
Love
of
it.
doing things. They go, well, do we call it Christmas soap? And they just say, no, it's Gentle Snow Foam Christmas, Xmas.
Got it, got it.
Anyways, but Jeff C says, I love using GFX as a pre-washer to set the vibe and follow up with a rinseless wash.
There you go.
Totally.
Love it.
Then I got another one here from Travis. I just purchased an IK Foam Pro 12. What dilution ratio would you use, Pearl or Frostbite? I'm correcting it.
Gosh,
wrong.
I measure the same way that TRC does.
The glug
Do the
glug.
glug method. So I don't know what that comes out to, but
I can probably give you. I would in the Foam Pro 12 to actually function well before it gets too thick.
yeah.
I'd probably go like maybe no more than 6 ounces.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like 4 to 6 ounces is probably what I typically put in, but I do just kind of
Yep.
do the glug glug. Because for me, if I'm going to foam, I'm going to foam. Like,
Yep.
I'm foaming. I'm
Yep.
foaming.
100%.
Yep.
We need a Christmas scented RRW, says Mike.
Yeah.
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 And then Dark Dragon 525. GFX scent makes the
Right.
holidays complete. I agree.
There we
and
go.
then we have more love for Sydney here from David Cervantes. Making sure to say Sydney would make a really
Aw.
great addition to the team, in my opinion. She has the detailer knowledge that Levi brought to the table from a business standpoint.
There, yeah, good points,
thank you,
David. Good
David.
points.
That's very
Thank you.
nice.
They're very nice
Nice.
things. We do love Sydney around here. She's great, and she's usually here almost every single day. Most people don't know that, but she's
the
here in some
lurker.
way, shape, or form.
The
And
lurker,
I'm hoping
yeah.
the next time. Is there more cookies involved? Those peanut butter chocolate cookies that you make.
Yeah.
Oh, those
And I
were
think,
insane.
and I think that if
I
you were
made
to,
sugar cookies this week. It's holidays. Yeah, sugar cookies.
so maybe
I
we
make
make.
killer
Can we
sugar
build
cookies.
that into the deal? You become
Yeah.
a team member if we
Yeah.
get weekly cookies.
Yes. I'm a very good baker.
What do you think?
Yep.
I like that. Okay. Here we go, baby.
right,
Here
keep
we go,
rolling.
baby. Here we go, people. We are going to the next round. Let's do shampoo plus, snow, G-wash. You guys pick.
All right. We'll wait for them. And in the meantime, while I'm waiting for those answers, Jose here Hi guys, wishing Anthony a big happy birthday day.
Yes, happy
Thank
birthday.
you.
Holidays. Hi to
Yes.
Lucas, Gabe,
Thank you
Jimmy,
very-
and Dane from Jose Unlimited Car Details. Thank you, Jose.
Jose is the
Very
best, man. Thank you. Thank you for everything that you do and everything that you've done. You're amazing. You are amazing. So
Wonderful.
Thanks for watching, Jose. We appreciate it, man. Sugar cookies are Mike Kaufman's fave.
They are my favorite too.
So I like sugar cookies, and then do you know what those brown cookies, like it's like a chocolate cookie that has like powdered sugar on the top.
or like ginger snaps or something?
It looks like a ginger snap,
Okay,
but
but
it's
it's
chocolate,
chocolate?
and it's like
Okay.
super soft and moist. It's kind of like cakey, like.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
I like those.
Okay.
I'm just
Joey
gonna
wanted
say
to make
that.
sure your back was okay, and then I got fine detailing. You should leave cookies behind after a detail. Big tips for sure.
Yeah, a plate of cookies.
Yeah.
You know what my wife said the other day? She goes, "Do you think Sydney has any availability to detail my car?" And I was just like, "What the heck? Am I mincemeat?" And she goes, "We know you're not at full capacity right now." And she's just like, "I just really like Sydney, so maybe I could just go hang out with her." And I said, "You probably could."
I would totally do it for her.
I know. Maybe,
would totally
I
do
know,
it for
I
her.
know.
She
We
doesn't
might
want to
have-
compromise detail.
We might have to talk. Dane often takes his car to Sydney. I don't know if people know that, and Sydney
Yeah.
does a killer job.
She
So-
does. It's great. I love her work. Thank you, Sydney.
I think there's like multiple people hear that. You're like, why don't you wash your own car? They're like, but Sydney does such a good
No,
job.
because I'm Dane. My whole job is to not detail my
Yeah.
cars here. That's my shtick.
Well, and here's the problem. How come they end up at my house? Because here they get half detailed. So
Yeah.
then Dane's cars come in and he's like, sorry about that half a door and half an armrest
Uh-huh.
that has been cleaned. And then I have to figure out how to make it
Sydney,
blend.
You're
Yeah.
giving away
It's
trade
beautiful.
secrets
Sorry.
right now.
Mike here says G-Wash, so I think that's where we're going next.
All
G-Wash.
right.
Okay, here we
Perfect.
go. G-Wash, and let me shake this up for you, and Sid, I'll have you lay this one on.
All right. And again, the dilution is Carson TRC
Yeah,
spec.
TRC spec, we
Yeah.
don't even know, but just
Yep.
send it. Yeah.
Okay. It's a little thinner.
No, it's thinner right off the bat.
It presents
yeah,
a
no.
lot thinner on camera, I'll say
Yeah,
that. I'm
no,
not
for
sure how it looks
sure.
to your eye,
No.
but from here
It was
definitely
thinner right off
looks
the
thinner.
bat. Like, I think that this is going to have probably less than half the dwell time that
Yeah.
GFX has.
Yeah.
But what's funny though, so G-Wash is like cherry scented. It has like, it's kind of like a more traditional, like not
Yeah.
cough syrup cherry, but
Yeah.
kind of more of a traditional cherry. We got cherry mixed in with the Christmas, right?
Yeah.
So right now we're kind of getting like a little bit of, it's a little more holiday stuff, right? It's you're going to
Yes.
you're going to grandma's house who's got the cherry Ludens on the counter, right? You're
Yeah.
throwing one of those bad boys in.
I was gonna say cherry Ludens, for
she's
sure.
like, "Can I get you a cup of hot chocolate for your sore throat?" And you're like, "Yeah, grandma, that'd be wonderful." And then before you know it, you're on the couch and you're watching Frosty the Snowman,
Yeah.
right? Life's good, right? All sugared up. So look at this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this fender here,
It's pulling down
we
quite a
didn't
bit
we didn't
faster.
double up. Let's go ahead and double up and let's try to build up and do a little bit of a build on the fender and see what we're working with here. These soaps are not the same.
Yeah.
So it's doing what's oh my gosh.
Survive, man, survive.
I know. I think I swallowed a bug.
Oh,
Did you
no.
swallow a bubble? So it's doing what it's supposed to be doing, right? Like that's what they're supposed to do. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just different, right?
Yeah.
So some people really like wet foams, and some people like more snow foam.
Well, it depends on how fast you're gonna make way around the car,
Right.
and it depends
Yeah.
what your conditions are, right? So, for example, for me, if I'm in a controlled environment like this,
Right.
this is easy.
Yeah.
All day long, I have
Right.
no problems with this. But if I'm out in the sun, right, and if I'm out doing a side at a time, this right here, the thicker it stays on there, the longer it's going to stay moist and last. It means the less chance it's going to dry up and give me any type of soap
Right.
staining.
Yeah.
So I like that approach a little bit more, but no, G-Wash is all around. It's just a good solid soap, and most of the time that I use it at the house, I'm using it in the bucket. Most of the time that we use it here in the studio, we're also using it in the bucket because the reason for that is we have citrus foam from GTECHNIQ, which is their dedicated pre-treatment foam, but we didn't want to use that today because it's going to be slightly more aggressive, and since we're letting things dwell for long periods of time, we don't want Anthony's car covered in stronger chemicals than it needs to. So.
Yeah. Yep. All right, so rinse.
Yep. I think that was a massive bug I swallowed. I think it was a June bug. In December, they have those?
Yeah, they don't call it a December bug.
Dane, I think it was an Asian lady beetle. You brought the
Oh, no.
infestation here.
Oh, no.
You brought it here. Why would you do that?
Whoops. Let's see. Somebody, Ricky Valencia, saying you need a cherry cough drop, so they're looking out for you. And I like Fine Detailing out here saying TRC spec, let's make that a thing.
No, I like the way TRC spec is it's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Ugga Duggas or Glug Glugs. I like that it's an imprecise methodology, but it always works.
Totally.
Now, I have a list of saved questions here. I was just kind of building them up in the background. We actually have a lot of people watching today, which is great. Love that. But, oh no. First from Puerto Rico, Umberto saying, are we going to see Dane and Anthony getting foamed today?
Let's set a light goal. Yeah.
Anthony's going to be an easier target.
Five, I can run faster than Dane, though.
He's in a whole different room.
Yeah, he's in a whole different room. We'll bring the phone to him.
I'm
500
going to
likes.
lock the door.
500 likes and we foam Dane. That's realistic. That's
See,
realistic.
This is completely unfair because you and I have suffered at the hands of foam before. We've actually voluntarily gotten foam
Okay, so
on camera.
we'll set a lower thing. 300 likes and we foam Carson.
Levi escaped somehow. That man dodged that bullet, and I will never forgive him for it. However, if Carson needs to be the sacrificial step in, then I guess that's going to be his job. Sorry, Carson. You've been
Somebody needs to be
volunteered as
sacrificed today. I mean that in the most Anthony way I mean. So, okay, so from here, we're going to get ready for our next snow foam. So we're going to let the audience choose what comes next, starting now. First person to chime in with your request. We have two left here. We have Snow from Stjarnagloss, actually Coconut Earth.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Special mix.
Coconut
Yeah,
Earth.
I can't wait.
And we also have ADS Shampoo Plus.
Yep.
So we're going to let you guys be the judge. Again, first person to chime in to let us know what you want us to use. We're going to jump into that next. I'm excited because both of these are awesome. ADS, shout out to them. I mean, they've proven to make just an absolute killer soap. I mean, just a well-rounded soap. It smells good. It feels great. It rinses great. It's got long dwell time. It builds up well. It's kind of just an ideal all-around soap, you know what I mean? And I have no complaints, and I think it definitely meets that standard of where we're at in the detailing industry today. Fine Detailing says, great wheel coating video, Anthony. Thank you. I just coated my wheels with ADS wheel too. Awesome. Sweet. Good to hear. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I love that coating. How's the new boom pole and pressure washer setup? I think it's going pretty good. What do you think? I think this is good. The cut hose is helping.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we had that thing here?
Yeah.
And it would catch.
Bang, yeah,
and you'd be like,
everywhere.
you'd be banging things on it, and
It
I'm
was
like,
too long. That was
You
the
couldn't
issue.
make it
Everybody
look-
always
yeah,
wants
you couldn't
more
make it
hose
look
when they
good.
realize, oh, you don't need that much.
everybody wants more hose, Dave.
There you go. I mean, it's almost Christmas, so Santa's got something to say.
That's exactly what I was referring to. So
Ho,
David
ho,
Cervantes
ho.
says, Sid, if you watched Anthony's wife car, post an update on the Stout that's on there, please. I know.
Has it been washed yet?
It hasn't. Wow. Sydney, it has
Oh my
not been
gosh.
washed, and that's
Let's
mostly
do
due
it.
to my own physical
Yeah.
capabilities. But I do
Right.
need to watch that soon.
Gosh, yeah.
But I do think that would be a good update video.
Yeah.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
when can it happen?
Yeah.
Add it to the list.
We'll have to look at the schedule, but probably a month from now.
We're not waiting a month.
A month from now.
It's
We
already
coded that at
been-
the end of August,
yeah, it's
by the
already
way.
been 4 months. 2
Oh
weeks?
my goodness.
Film it, yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got a few big vehicles that we're probably doing today.
Some big vehicles. I don't know what you mean by that, Jimmy. But anyways, so yes, we do need to give you guys a Stout update because truthfully, and I mean this across the board, that is the kind of results that you guys want to see to feel comfortable in buying a product, right? And that's what we need to give you. So I'm actually, after this is done, we'll see if we can prioritize that to see if we can get that out there sooner, especially with Stout coming out. So
Okay, I've got a
what's the
boatload
soap?
of commentary for Coconut Earth. Everybody wants to see that. But before I do that, I have to do this. You guys are going to need to clap. Both hands. David Cervantes
Nice.
with a super chat. Had to include that in there. Thank you very
Thanks,
much. Andy has a
David.
great idea. 20
100,
likes
100
to
likes
phone
and we
Gabriel.
phone Gabe. We're gonna set that.
Gabriel,
We're gonna
where
set.
is
I
where
think
is-
20's good. Don't
I
you?
don't know where Gabriel is. I actually haven't seen Gabriel for a while. I don't know
Well,
what he's
for
doing.
20 likes, I mean, that's definitely a bargain for our viewers.
He's playing Rental Property Tycoon. It's a new game available on Steam.
Wow.
Download it today, and Gabe may be your landlord. So
Look at all these Coconut Earths I'm going to
Alright.
show you. Everybody is saying it.
All right, so you're going to do this one so that I can take in the full aroma.
Okay, okay, but all yell Coconut Earth. 41 likes. Okay, only 60 more to go. Here we go. Scratch that out. Yes, Gabriel, 100 likes.
That means he's
Gabe.
willing. He's a willing participant.
Gabe, if you want to be in the videos more often, this is the sacrifices you
Yeah.
have to make.
Tell David Cervantes no.
Yes.
No, David, no.
Well,
Yes.
you walked out here.
You
now you're
walked out
like
here.
within like.
You're halfway committed.
Shot of it.
It was Anthony going, oh, the
Oh,
your stupid comment.
oh my goodness.
Telling these guys I'm making deals in the back.
Those are fighting words. Those are fighting words.
Rental Property Tycoon, dude, that's the funniest scheme ever. Okay. Anyways, let's do this bad boy. Okay, let's do a little test spray over here.
Okay.
All right, so I feel like I need like a lemon for you to smell so you can clear out your, clear everything out. We need like a thing of coffee or something like that. So, all right, ready? Here we go. Coconut Earth, baby. Here we go. All right, wait, I already yelled it. Coconut Earth.
Oh, I was supposed to do it?
No, I did it. It's okay.
Oh man, look at that Coconut Earth going on. That is, that's some good stuff. Dark Dragon says sacrifices need to be made, Gabriel.
It's not coconut earthing as strong right now, and I think it's because my. Oh, I'm getting it a little
Wait,
bit.
right here.
Yeah, are you getting it?
I'm getting the earth.
You're getting the earth. So I think
No
I
coconut.
messed up the coconut dilution.
Oh.
So typically,
I'm getting the earth for sure.
No, you're getting the earth for sure, but I messed up the dilution. It's actually smelling. It's smelling more like a box of crayons right now. What's going on?
Well, that wasn't very
I'll pay more
TRC
to
spec
have
of
Gabe
you.
phoned. Well, where'd he
Okay,
go?
David, I don't want to set a price because here's the deal. This is not a for-profit stream where that's not the goal of it.
Sacrifices need to be made.
But sacrifices do need to be made, Gabriel. I love that.
I'm sure he has a change of
So,
clothes, right?
Gabe, what's a super chat price in the back there that you'll get phoned for? Like what? Like $20, $30? Everybody has a price.
Yeah.
Everybody
Anthony and I
does.
got phoned before. I don't want anybody to forget that. We actually did.
$300. Go get out of here. Nobody's paying $300 for that. Gabriel, that's unrealistic.
Can you meet us in the middle at 150?
No, can we meet him in the middle at 60? That's not the middle, but.
He has an HOA meeting after this.
This is
Oh, he
turned
has an
into a
HOA
live
meeting.
auction.
He has an
No.
HOA meeting.
Oh no.
And the real estate tycoon game continues. I mean, this is part of the game, right?
That is so funny.
So
Okay, so we got more earth than coconut going on here.
I know I'm
But-
bummed I messed that up.
But look at this has got some good clean though.
Oh no, it's got
Yeah.
fantastic clean.
Yeah.
This
got-
combination. So what I like is that snow, generally speaking, does have good dwell time, but Mata adds a little bit more body to it, especially when doing the mix. And I'm saying that it's not building up as thick as GFX did, but actually has about the same amount of dwell time. So I'm going to do like a double build up over here on this fender just to kind of show you guys that this does layer pretty well.
Okay.
Whenever we're
Is
ready
your
here.
vest waterproof?
Here's what we'll do. Wait.
Oh, Gabriel.
Oh, he's gonna let you foam him.
$300. No, hear me out.
That's
$300.
too much.
Well, hey.
He's expensive.
You and I. So it's like $150 a
That's
piece.
almost enough for a down payment on another home.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is almost
Yeah.
enough for another down payment on
Jimmy
another
needs
home.
a down payment for his house. So
No, you're.
$300, $150 for you, $150 for me. I'll do it. If we hit $300,
That money doesn't go to us. Carson, what's your price? What's your foam price? 100 bucks? 50
50 bucks.
Dude, Carson will
Okay.
get foam for 50 bucks. That's a pretty good deal.
Right.
But Carson doesn't deserve it because he's a good human. Carson doesn't deserve that. I'm not saying that Gabriel isn't, but
He's also technically a landlord now.
yeah, maybe so. All right, let's we're gonna double
Fines
build this. Here we
volunteer
go.
20. Everybody's going in. Let's keep this foam show rolling.
Sydney, that's pretty thick.
Yeah, that's back to the beard look, right? Do you
That's-
see it? Do you see what I see?
Yeah, a little bit.
When it has like the peaks,
Can you
know?
smell that? How's that smell? Any more coconutty? Now I screwed it up. I screwed up my own creation. I was so proud of it, but oh well.
Just earth. Just earth.
Well,
Just more
Ricky
earth.
Valencia here says just mix all four.
Just
There you
mix
go.
all four. We probably could do that.
What if we did
possibly.
just have a crazy foam cannon filled with
No,
all
but
four of
we've
those
done that
soaps at
before,
once?
and it's super underwhelming. Oh God, I got water all over me.
I did too.
Ooh, it got. God.
Exciting.
Today's video is sponsored by Nitto Tire on wet T-shirts. Here we go.
You guys will make money however you can. with it. Sorry.
We're gonna lose the shop, Sid. So unless they hit that subscribe button down below, this all goes away. We all go back to our homes. Life doesn't
gosh.
change that much for you,
Right.
but for the rest of us, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna miss each other.
Oh,
so,
gosh.
all right, let's get to rinsing here. Rinsing off pretty clean.
Do you feel like this one takes more rinsing?
More so than the G-Wash for sure.
Yeah.
Like I think G-Wash was rinsing way faster than that,
Yeah.
but I also think that that was way more watery. So
Then I've definitely got more questions here while you guys are doing that if you like.
okay.
All right, so I've got Ted here. Ted wants to know, if you had to pick some towels to start with, what would you recommend?
Ted, I like that question.
You came to the right place. Ted.
Came to the right place. So I tell people all the time, Edgeless 365, one of the best all-around towels. Interior, exterior, creatures are going to be great as well. Those are great do-it-all towels. I highly recommend getting yourself a good drying towel, whether it's the 1500, the Liquidator, or the Gauntlet. Either one of those is going to be great for drying, and you probably want a couple of them because you're going to love them so much, you're going to wish you bought more. Eagle Edgeless for that really fine stuff, fine detailing, light quick detailing, light dusting, waterless washing, things like that. And then of course some premium wash mitts. But Sydney, what would you say?
Forgot the most important.
What is? I'm leaving.
The FTW.
The FTW.
I could
there we
literally,
go.
I could not
The
function
best
without the
towel
FTW.
we
I
make,
had to leave you something.
arguably.
Okay, so the FTW. What
Yeah.
color is the best color to buy them in?
The pink.
Pink. Okay. It doesn't matter what. The color doesn't make a difference.
No,
but
color does make a difference because like the blue is my glass, the orange is for bead maker, the pink is for a defender or dream maker, right? For
Yeah.
like detail sprays.
Yep.
But yeah.
Okay.
And
so
FTW. I'm waiting for other colors.
Yeah. Eventually.
All right.
More to come later. Okay. Next up, another question.
Yes, FTW.
All right. And then Ted also asks, looking at getting color-coordinated towels, that's color with an OU, so I imagine they're located in Europe or possibly Canada. Is the Spectrum 420 good for interior/exterior as a final wipe? Looking to go with these as the 365s are the same colors, or, he has to follow up, would I be better going 300s to match my Eagle 500s?
Spectrums will do exactly what you're looking to do. You can color code those if you want to do that. It's going to be the same pile for everything, but just different colors, obviously. Really good towel, structurally good. It's not going to fall apart on you. The Spectrum is the creature, but with an edge, is what that towel is. Right. But you can also go with 300s. 300s, it just, in my opinion, 300s are used kind of few and far between with most of the stuff that I do, because the 365, just that slightly larger 65 GSM bump, is going to give you a little bit more density to that towel, and it's going to add a little bit more weight. So if you are doing interiors like leather and stuff like that, it's not going to roll on you when you're wiping.
Yeah, and for me, I feel like the 300s, they kind of break down faster. So I feel like I get more uses per 365. So I also am a huge fan of the 365. So the 300s are not bad, but I would say I use those more for things that I know that I'm going to end up tossing that towel sooner than later.
Too true, Sid. I couldn't have said any better myself.
All right.
You should come hang out here more often.
I know, right?
Good Kicks, California.
Good Kick says, do you foam, rinse, foam, then hand wash? And same for rims. So honestly, usually what I'm doing is I think it's efficient. I just rinse everything. If I need to knock out wheels and pre-spray those, I'll do that. If I need to pre-spray the paint, I'll pre-spray that. And then I'll usually just foam, one bucket, soap, grit guard in there, wash everything, rinse, drying aid dry. Right?
Yeah.
It's the most efficient way on a well-maintained vehicle, and you're not going to induce any damage or anything like that. I mean, it's funny how many people are actually, now that have more pressure washers and are going through the whole pressure washing and foam cannons and all that, the 2-bucket method it's not as popular as it once was, right, when we were all using hoses, but like nowadays, you can get away with a super safe wash with one bucket and just the right chemicals and steps. Yeah,
because these soaps are built, right, to be used in a single bucket. I mean, the soaps are like amazing now. They're not like they were 25 years ago.
Yeah, this isn't McGuire's Gold Class anymore.
Right. Yeah, and so they have so much lubricity and they're so safe. And the other thing that cracks me up about the 2-bucket wash is I guess if I had like, a Porsche that literally had perfect paint, maybe I would buy into the 2-bucket wash, but knowing what I know, I still wouldn't. But if I did, but what's funny is that we're generally washing like daily drivers. They have damage already. I promise we're not introducing any damage. And so that's exactly what I do. It's
getting washed better in your hands
for
than
sure.
it's ever going to be washed in probably the owner's hands.
Yeah, so I foam it, contact wash, rinse, drying aid, dry.
Done deal.
I only rinse once.
And Joey says he's been enjoying pre-diluting his foam cannon soaps in gallon containers. Perfect foam every time, and I only need to pour as much as needed.
So the trick is, though, Joey, you have kind of a timeline, though, because once you start diluting it with water, some of those surfactants and things like that, all those detergents are actually going to start getting just overly diluted, and they may start losing their kind of ability, right? And some of those foaming agents will actually start getting diluted. So good trick, but as long as you're going through it quickly.
You know what? I use my dilution like a mood ring.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Then I like see what kind of mood I'm in. Depending on how much foam comes out, then I'm like, oh, okay. We're doing that today.
I go through I like my little detailing card where I have my cabinet, and I'll kind of go up and I go, and I just kind of pick and throw whatever in there, and I go, I'll just send it. So, all right, are we ready for the last?
Yes.
As everything falls off. So Dairyland
Sorry,
Detailing did have a good
guys.
question that I do want to answer right now. Still doing Q&A tomorrow. Yes, we will be doing a Q&A tomorrow. Anthony and I will be here on the main channel like we did last week. We're kind of making that a thing again. As long as you guys tune in, we will continue doing it here on the main channel. Otherwise, we might move it back to the podcast channel. But for now, keep an eye out for Q&A tomorrow. Same time, 2 o'clock Mountain Time, here on the main Rag Company channel. Now, moving apart from there, I had many votes for Armor. That's what people wanted to see next.
All right. Okay. Well, can I tell a fun story about Armor real quick?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit.
Because I love these guys, right? Yeah. They're awesome. So, funny story is this year when I met them and was talking to them. Obviously we know I love PNS products, right? But I obviously use everything else, and love to play around with other stuff. And so I had used Armor Hero, right, for rinseless wash. And so when I met these guys, they were like, well, did you like it? And I was like, it's all right. It's pretty cool. Like, it's okay. But what was so funny was I told them, I said, but you're still my number 2.
That's funny.
So, you know, obviously I love Absolute. It's like my heart, right? But I was like, but you guys, like, you're coming in at a strong number 2. So you're my number 2. So then the rest of the week, I just called him my number 2.
That's hilarious.
And I was like, but honestly, that is like such a compliment.
It's it doesn't seem
really
like
is,
it, but it's
right,
a big
but it really is a
compliment.
compliment for them to be my number 2. So I have not gotten to use this yet. So I'm actually really excited to use it because
I'm excited for you to use it
because they
as
did
well.
a pretty darn good job on Hero. So I'm assuming that this is going to be good as well.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I can already tell that's going to be.
I actually really like this.
Right?
Yeah.
See the, I mean, it's like, it's whiting out like everything.
That's got
It's
really
like
good
sticking
cling.
like glue. I love
Dude,
it.
Yeah.
it's like, it's quick.
Yeah.
What's going on there with the popcorn
Yeah,
ceiling?
that's really nice.
It's that kind of perfect combination of dwell time,
Right.
but we're also getting
Good contact.
that gravity,
Yeah.
good contact,
Yeah.
fantastic coverage.
Yeah.
I really like the smell. You smell that fruitiness kind of coming through the air now.
Yeah.
Um,
We're a little bit more in the springtime now.
yeah, it's kind of more of like I don't know if it's like a fruit punch or whatever the exact scent is, but I really like it.
It does kind of smell fruit punchy.
Blue, but
Right.
um,
Yeah.
every time that we use this soap, I'm always like, hot damn, this is a killer soap.
Yeah. No, I like it. I like the way it goes on, for sure.
Joey's losing his
And,
mind back here at it.
But you can build it up if you want to build it up. You can let it dwell. You can let it yell.
Yeah.
You can do whatever. But what's really
Yeah.
cool, so radcompany.com. If you've been curious to try Armor Detail Supplies products and you've been wanting to, you've been seeing them in the videos and you go, ah, shoot, right? I really want to buy that, but I don't really want to spend any money before Christmas. I get it. We're all trying to save. You know, maybe we're trying to buy some things for ourselves. Maybe we're trying to buy some things for family members. I get it. But what's cool is that we've created the Armor Essential Kit at theradcompany.com, which is going to be a lot of the big hitters in the Armor Detail Supply line at a discounted price. So it's like 70-something bucks is going to get you like a full array of of some of the best ADS products, and included in that is going to be your Shampoo Plus. Now, if you're afraid of commitment, and you don't like buying everything in one package, or let's just say you don't meet the minimum shipping requirement threshold to get free shipping and you don't want to spend too much, you can also go to Amazon.com and you can get all the ADS products on there as well. And that's another way you can buy an individual product. I love that camera angle, how awkward that went from being like a really like intimate, let me talk to you, let me talk to my people moment. And then it just kind of went behind the scenes to just how crude things are. Look, Glenn, stop it. You're doing it on purpose at this point. You're making us look like amateurs around here. They just laugh, bring it back to me. So, thank you guys. But seriously, try ADS out. If you haven't given them a shot, you're going to love them. So, Sid, let's rinse.
This is a good question. So how
Yeah.
much Shampoo Plus is that? So looking at the Shampoo Plus bottle, there's not that much missing. So Carson, did you take it out of that bottle? So not very much,
That's
right?
all you use from the top
Yeah,
of the fill
that's
line?
pretty impressive.
That's pretty good then.
Yeah, that's a lot of lot of foam.
Stephen Pearson here saying that ADS kit is a game changer.
You can kind of see that second layer of that foam underneath hanging on there. See what I mean? Double the foam, double the fun. Double that Merry Foam Miss Mubble Gum. Mubble Bubble.
So none of these have like a built-in like rinse aid per se, right?
No, so we don't have anything in there that's going to have any other type of protectants or anything like that in there. So this is just rinsing how it rinses. So
I like it.
we need people to vote now. What soap are we using for this? Actually, what's our time? What are we looking like? We've been going for an hour. So you think we can finish this wash in 30 minutes or less?
Yeah, I think Anthony would like if we did it the other side too.
No, we're gonna wash the whole thing.
Okay, good.
Remember,
good.
we're gonna wash
he's
the
gonna
whole
be
thing.
bringing
We are
it
doing
to
the whole thing. We're
Good.
gonna contact wash this,
Okay.
but we need them to choose
What's going in the bucket?
what's going in the bucket.
Right.
What are we foaming again, and what's going in the bucket?
Okay.
The audience chooses. Let's go. And Dane, I'm gonna let you be the judge. The more of the most common
Yeah.
choice,
Yeah.
we're gonna send it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have
I'm
1
hearing,
minute to vote.
I'm
I've lost
hearing
Dane on
that
my mic.
there were audio cutouts, so I'm just
Yeah.
making
Do you
sure.
want me to
that
answer
everybody's
this
mic
question,
is-
Dean?
Yeah. So I am waiting for some input here. I'm sure they'll be popping in. I see GFX is Christmas time. Of course, that's Joey popping in to say that. Let's see. Then Anna here saying ADS had the best looking foam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot of ADSs popping up here.
How many ADSs? Like a
Yeah.
lot more than GFXs?
At the moment, I'm sitting at five ADSs and one GFX.
Okay, I'll give it another 30 seconds here.
AMI saying shampoo plus.
Okay. ADS.
Joey says, okay, fine, ADS. But now Rocky here, GFX.
Okay, we got
Carl
two
with
GFX.
GFX.
Okay.
So GFX is definitely number 2 at this point, but it is close. Oh, another
Okay.
GFX. I think this is just like mob mentality. They're basically just seeing what someone else said and copying it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for the people who threw it out there first, it was definitely between ADS and GFX. The love was there.
So what? What's your you're the final judge, Dean. What are we going with there? What are people saying?
It's getting closer now. GFX is coming up from behind, but I think ADS really had it there in the lead initial impressions. I think
I think so,
ADS
too.
looked killer. You know,
'Kay.
just on camera here, it made the best impression to me personally. That'd be my
Yeah.
Should we throw GFX in the bucket as a compromise?
I think that could be a good compromise, and then you guys get to smell
do you
it.
think?
So
So we're
going
going
to
to foam the rest of the car with ADS and put GFX in the bucket? Is that what they're saying?
I know, but typically with an 8pH, we'd probably go with that in the foam cannon and then
And
ADS
in the bucket.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think? Should we just go full ADS or full GFX?
Okay. So
I'm
let's
not
see.
trying to. I'm not trying to make this too complex.
We're getting ADS for the bucket. We're getting people also throwing in brands that aren't even here, weren't even demonstrated today. So that's
Okay.
fun. But I think ADS has the edge.
Okay.
They had the edge, but
ADS.
not by as much as you'd think. It was pretty close by
Okay.
the end.
Okay.
ADS, baby, but
Let's do it.
I'm doing GFX in the bucket. Okay, here we go.
Wait, I'm confused. So we're foaming ADS and GFX
I
in the bucket,
know,
or
I
are we,
just-
are we foaming again?
We have to sell this because it's Christmas.
Okay.
But I guess it's gonna. No, we'll just do ADS. We're gonna do everything ADS.
Okay.
I don't know what I want anymore. I'm confused. I'm
I'm not-
confused. I'm confused in life. I'm confused at work. I don't know. Here we go. There we go. Rinsing. Full rinse first. Do it the right way. And we're gonna go into our ADS and we're gonna lay it on. The winner of the Snowmas 2024 live event. I think it's fair to say.
Yep.
Yeah, watching it again, I feel pretty good with our decision. That looks great.
Okay, so
There we
I
go.
really do like how it looks like I almost feel like you can actually see it sticking to the surface. You know what I
Right?
mean? Like I
Yeah.
feel like you can actually see that, and I think that's pretty cool.
No, I think it's awesome. Oh,
I
I,
love
need
it.
to froth up that bucket for us here.
Okay, so how much do you put in here? Since I use less in my bucket because I have so much foam on the surface. So for me, since I go directly to contact wash,
I just do a nice little
I would
healthy
put,
squirt.
like,
Just
yeah.
do a nice little.
like a little, like some
That's good.
like
There
twisting.
you go.
There
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dunk that. Little overflow shot for people, for the
For the gram.
gram. Ah, dang it! I didn't time it right.
Right.
It's kind of like filling up a beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a
Yeah.
bartender.
How
Serve-
much
Yeah, you
head
gotta,
is on
what
it?
do you got to think? It's that
Serving up
perfect.
something frothy for Dane.
What do they call that? The perfect soft top.
The perfect, the perfect something. Perfect something.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab this. We are jumping in here.
All right. We're
So,
going in.
Sid, how's your reach on the roof?
Not
Oh,
great.
this is feeling good.
I'm about like 7 inches shorter than you.
Who's our person with the most flexible back here, with the tallest reach?
That is
I
not
think
me
is
either.
it Carson? It's not Carson. Okay, I don't know who it is then. Let's see. Where is Lucas? Lucas from customer service, we need
Yeah.
you. Save us.
Lanky Lucas could certainly do it.
We need your health. We need your health.
We need your health. We need your youth and your
we
health.
need your youth.
You need your youth, your vitality, and your height,
Yeah.
and your fro,
And your fro.
Yes.
the
hair.
Ida fro.
Yeah, dude, this soap feels awesome.
Oh yeah.
Soap feels really, really good. Even getting down here on the lowers. Mitt
Super
flip
slick.
here. Oh yeah. That's feeling great.
And I don't know. I'm
331.
still in the Christmas spirit.
What's that?
I'm still in the Christmas spirit.
You are?
Even though
Okay.
we didn't choose the.
I know. Did
Merry
you knock?
Christmas.
Did you do that door? No, you didn't do that door, right?
No, I did the door.
You did the door?
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm gonna move on to the back here.
Snake Pit here wants you to save some foam for Gabe.
I'll save plenty of foam for Gabe if he will stop playing that dang rental property tycoon. He keeps playing that game, thinking he's gonna win. If you collect all the rental properties, you eventually have like a monopoly.
Oh man, Anthony, you have Joey to look forward to come TRCMA. He says he'll wash all the roofs during
yes.
the halftime show.
Oh, we will have a
Yes.
very tall, reacher-sized gentleman there.
He doesn't need a ladder. That's the beauty of it. No scaffold for that guy.
Yep.
He laughs at us when we say we need a ladder.
I mean, compared to him, everybody needs a ladder. So
Anthony, we need to take off this Dennis Dillon sticker unless they're paying you to have this on there.
it's time for it to go.
It's time. Unless they're sponsoring this.
Right.
I'm not a dealer sticker guy. Jimmy, you a dealer sticker guy?
Dealer sticker guy?
Yeah, you like your
My bar
yeah,
after it's bought?
yeah.
No, it got killed the first day.
Oh,
got
I
till
take
the
those off
first
so
day.
The
fast.
finance negotiations go
Yeah.
through, you feel it.
I
Yeah.
make them take it off.
Put the liability on them.
Yeah.
Dark Dragon, empty the leftover ADS and GFX and use it for Gabe.
Yep.
And then Gabe, posing as the rag company, says, "Why Gabe? Why not Dane? Or better yet, Anthony? Huh?"
No, because I'm not that fun to watch getting foamed. Like, I don't give that good of a reaction.
Well-
However, Gabe and Dane, they'll give the reaction we're looking for.
Thanks.
Right.
I'm enjoying this bus you're running me over with right now. As far as the actual commentary here goes, I will say, you and I, Anthony and Dane, have both been phoned before on camera. No one else
Yeah.
has. We're the only ones who actually sat there and
That's all
took
I
it.
got.
But
All
that
good?
leaves a
Yeah, where you at?
lot
I think we're
of
good.
open
I think we're done.
What the
places
heck?
for
Yeah.
others.
We just didn't do the roof.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try to...
I got like inside 6 inches.
Windshield?
I did the windshield.
'Kay.
I got the whole windshield.
Okay. How am I doing? How's my posture right now?
Pretty good.
Do I look like I'm about to throw out my back?
No,
Okay, good.
you look safe.
Good, I look safe.
Yep.
All right,
Like
here we go.
slow fluid motion.
Okay, so literally, that's literally it.
I do have some
Actually,
helpful notes here.
I'm able to get this.
I think you're gonna get it.
I am able to do this.
I think you're going to get it. Right.
So, Anthony, in addition to Joey, we also have some other volunteer help here.
Okay.
Anna says she'll do the wheels because she's close to the floor at 5'2".
Ooh,
Okay. Last but not least, while you're rinsing, should I do a quick scrub it up dub on the wheels?
Yeah.
Yes, Nick?
I'll try to not spray you.
What are you, Nick's saying something back behind the scenes, and I don't know what he's saying. He's saying something. I'm probably gonna get wet, but yep, I'm getting wet.
I'll try to not spray you.
Wow, this camera is going crazy.
I love this brush. This brush does everything I want it to do.
Anthony, here's an interesting one. Neil White says drywall stilts are great for tall vehicles. Guess I
Yeah.
never thought of those.
Stilts, that's the last thing I need to be on. That would be
On
hilarious.
a wet surface, that sounds like a recipe for more back injury.
Yeah, sounds like workers' comp to me, Dane.
And I'm actually impressed nobody has asked yet, but you mind telling people again how the drain system works here where you guys are watching?
Yeah, so it's a wet sump. Oh,
Sorry.
it's a wet sump. It's a wet Anthony and a wet sump that we have under the Swiss tracks there that goes into a pump that actually takes it, basically sucks it into, I don't know, another drain. And yeah, that's kind of how it works. So it's not a real drain, it's not a plumbed drain necessarily, but it works exactly how we want it to underneath the Swiss tracks because it's an angled, kind of an angled, like,
Yeah, it's like beveled.
yeah, it's like a beveled alley is what we essentially made, a trench.
Carl Ave speaking for Sydney here. Sorry, not sorry.
Okay. Well, this wheel is almost done. I'm happy about that. Anthony will be happy about that because at least his wheels are going to be cleaned.
Joey is enjoying the wheel toothbrush.
It is it's the best. I love this brush. It does exactly what I need it to do.
If you guys like Sydney's shirt, you can always pick those up in the swag section at TRC's website, theredcompany.com. We have lots of merch gear available for anybody who wants to rock a little, TRC logo action.
All right, so while Sydney's doing the rinse here, the final rinse, I am going to...
What?
Anthony's doing manual focus here on the camera. I'm going to grab the towels, drying towels. If Carson actually can help me grab the towels, I will grab the drying aid. Sydney, what drying aid do you want? Sydney, drying aid. What do you want? What do you want to use? What have you used Amplify?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does Amplify have protection in it?
It does. Do you want to use that, or do you want to use? We don't have to use protection. We can use.
Well, I'm going to say no because I think we're coating this car in 2 days. So I'm going to say no to
No
that.
protection. We're just drying
Yeah,
it. Okay.
yeah.
We're coating this thing in 2 days. Never mind. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'm glad I asked because
I do love me some Amplify though, but I feel like it leaves quite a bit behind, right?
oh no, it does. It
Yeah.
does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Here we go. Actually, you know what we could use?
I like
We
the
got a lot of
key.
Amplify votes happening here.
You know what we could do?
Here's the deal though, guys, with the Amplifies. I have to polish this whole car.
What do you think about Adapt then? It's their waterless wash. No, less protection.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Carson, waterless wash me with Adapt. So we can, man, I'm getting super weird on today's stream. I'm so sorry. I ate today, but I don't think I ate enough, so I'm kind of getting a little loopy. Kind of losing a little bit. So, Sydney, have you used Adapt yet?
I have not.
So check this out. Smell this.
Oh, is it orange? I love their bottles, by the way.
I love their bottles.
Yeah,
I do.
they're so good. Is it a citrus of some sort?
So mango of some sort.
Okay, mango of some sort.
But you can smell, so
Yeah,
their mango with their chemical smells a little bit different.
yeah,
Kind of smells like if I were to go into a spa shop.
right. But it's
And have-
more like a real mango, not
Kinda like a-
artificial
yeah,
mango,
kinda like more
right?
real, yeah.
like the real
Yep.
mango. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Cool.
So what I like about Adapt though is that in a garage in a controlled environment, I can go through. I can
Okay.
miss the whole section. Not
So
gonna
this
have
is typically a waterless wash,
waterless wash,
but
right?
it's going to work as a drying
So it's
aid.
going to have some better cleaners in there and whatnot.
Okay.
But it works amazing as a drying aid.
Okay.
Works so good.
Everybody is ragging on Anthony right now because they
Uh-oh.
all say Adapt has stronger protection than Amplify.
No, it does not.
Everyone here is saying that.
That's not true.
Adapt is stronger than
it's-
Amplify.
So
says
here's the
Joey,
deal.
and then-
It's an
yeah.
SiO2. It's an SiO2 waterless wash, right?
Interesting.
So, however,
They're all
right?
saying SiO2, yeah.
Yes, they both have SiO2
yeah,
in them.
Amplify does too.
Amplify also has SiO2 in them.
yeah.
According to Bradley and DJ, when I spoke with them, they said Amplify on its or Adapt on its own will probably give you several weeks of protection, if not a month of protection. They said Amplify or Adapt will do that. Amplify will actually give you longer protection, so a little over a month, if not a couple of months worth of protection if you want to use that. However, you can use Amplify every single wash. It's not going to build up. It's not going to get too streaky. But Adapt, though, does have SiO2 in it. It's just not as, it's got more focused on cleaners than it
Yeah.
is protectants.
Well, yeah, it would seem
And
like
it
it would have
also-
to be if it's a
And it
waterless
also
wash.
doesn't have all of the extra gloss enhancers
Right.
that Amplify has.
Okay.
So
'Cause
unless I heard wrong,
That's interesting.
in
yeah,
our multiple
everybody had a strong reaction
conversations-
in the
But
chat.
chemically, that makes sense to me
because
because it's a multi-purpose product, right? So, especially if it has cleaners in it, Amplify is it can be a standalone, right? A standalone
I
protectant.
could call DJ on the stream right now and I can say, hey, am I right or am I wrong?
Normally he'd be watching this, so unfortunately I can't weigh in right now. But
No, I don't know. I don't think.
well, David Cervantes here with the super chat. You're gonna have to clap your towel.
Oh my gosh, David.
Yes, yes.
Bless you, sir.
One
Thank
last
you
shout
very
out to
much.
the background crew for grabbing stuff on the fly.
Thank you.
Very kind, David. Thank you very much.
I will say it's not as fun to dry without the Adapt.
I know.
Right?
Or Amplify is what you're saying.
No, Adapt.
Oh, Adapt. Okay. So
'Cause I'm drying
I didn't
parts
spray
that you
that
didn't-
back there. Okay.
Yeah, because you didn't spray back here.
Nope, I didn't. You're right.
It was more fun with it.
It was more fun with it. Yeah.
Yes. By fun, I mean easier for me.
And Joey here says it just means Sydney's polisher will glide even better.
No, I guess.
Something like that, right?
Guess I'll just work that extra little hard.
Well, Jeff C certainly seems to like the idea of Hero 64-1 as a schmackin' drying.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Totally. We could have done that. We don't have any diluted right now, but that would have been a great option as well if we wanted to throw that in.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna get down.
Then I've got some more questions from a while ago in here. I've kind of been saving for stuff, but if you guys are in a quiet moment, I can throw some up there.
Yeah, you're good. We're just breathing
yeah.
heavy and drying.
This is how I dry the
the
roof.
best time. So David Cervantes did ask earlier, Sydney, can you drop some tips for installing Stout? Any recommended
Sure.
items to have for the installation, such as specific towels?
Yeah. What do you want me on this one? Okay, here we go. Here's the camera. So Stout is super easy. So the biggest thing is 20 to 30 second wipe off. So install it smaller areas. I would say when you're first starting out, if the doors are like this size, I would do a half a panel at a time. So just lay it down, 20, 30 seconds, wipe it off. It's super, super easy to wipe off, super slick. And so just the key is don't leave it on more than like 30, 40 seconds or you'll regret it. So it is not self-cannibalistic like some of our other coatings. So if you leave a high spot, you can't just re-wet that area. But the reaction with the paint happens very quickly. So you want to wipe it off 20, 30 seconds and don't be afraid to wipe, like really wipe. Like I see a lot of people try to kind of ginger it and be careful. You don't need to do that. It's called Stout. Like it can take the full wipe. So just 20, 30 seconds, get it off there. You can start doing bigger areas if you feel like you can cover the whole door in 30 seconds. I mean, I do, but I do them every day. And then you just want to get it off there. So first wipe your leveling, second wipe, just go after it, go 25% over all of your areas to make sure that you're not pushing the coating onto the next surface. But other than that, that's really it. Like it's really, really easy as long as you don't go over that time frame. But super easy on, super easy off, and then super quick cure. Within an hour, it is like so slick. It's not even it's crazy how slick it is. So I know everyone's gonna love it. I love it. I'm super excited about it. It's a huge upgrade in materials over Legend. So, but that's really the only install tip is just make sure you wipe it off in 30 seconds.
All right. And then Travis wondering when we can get Reflect glass cleaner.
Front bumpers, all that's left.
I just had a meeting about this yesterday. So I think Reflect is coming out, look for it like around the 2nd of January. So it is bottled, it is ready to go. We just have to get it out to our distributors, and with the holiday, we got to give them a little bit extra time.
Okay.
But it's all full green light.
And then Dan Pfeiffer, stocked up on GFX this year, have a full gallon in the cabinet now. Nice.
Nice.
Good job. And then I've got, whoa, this is drastic. Stephen Pearson, my wife quit her job earlier this year to bake custom sugar cookies. She made some for ADS earlier this year. Well,
Oh,
That's,
really?
That's fantastic.
Heck
fancy.
yeah.
Sounds delicious. Then we got a bunch of questions about Absolute V2. People are
Oh
speculating.
man, there's no
and
V2.
They're always trying to throw the ideas out there,
I
how
think
it
people
is.
just like to see if I'll react to the name
Yeah,
V2.
pretty
I think that's
much.
it. Yeah.
Everything just V2.
Yeah. Nope. No
Oh,
V2s.
Now, Mike here did want to know what your thoughts on washing with the ADS Shampoo Plus were.
I love it. Love it. Super good. I love the clean. I love the rinse. That's always kind of one of my big things is how easy it rinses off the surface. So I thought it clung really good. I liked the way that it looked, felt, had plenty of lubrication. I loved it in the bucket. That's always like kind of one of my things is, can you put the same soap in the bucket? I don't want to have to use different soaps because I kind of go through that, like I get in a mood. And so I want to use the same soap in my bucket that I have in my foam can. And it's like weird for me to think to switch soaps. And so loved that. Thought that was great. Yeah, I thought it was awesome. Loved it.
All right.
I'm enjoying
And,
the ADS stuff.
Let's see. I've got a slightly different one here.
Wow, did you do the tires?
Yeah.
Look at you.
I just hit them really quick, so I'm gonna let that dwell. And
What is that?
that's Tire Plus.
Oh, okay.
So that's Tire Plus. So
Cool.
Tire Plus, I like a wet application of Tire Plus.
Okay.
Because I feel like it
That
just
makes sense.
builds better on
Yeah.
that product. Like,
Okay. That makes sense.
I'll come back through. I think it looks better.
Yeah.
It's just the only thing is that sprayer. Still a little bit of overspray on the wheels. Just clean that up really quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm gonna let that dwell. So
Cool.
really, I think we pretty much have a clean car. I think we pretty much have our snow mists, foam mists, whatever we want to call it, winner today. Which I'm gonna go ahead and I'll say it was Shampoo Plus, right? The people's vote here from ADS, and that killed it. So I love it.
Nice.
Yep.
And then I've also got one here. Let's see. Chris, Sydney, what are Bob and Dave going to think about all this cheating on them?
They're fine.
they'll survive.
I don't think it's cheating on them. I think you know, one thing that is important to know is that obviously I work for P&S. I love P&S, but I still run my own detail shop every day, right? So I use a lot of different chemicals. There's, you know, certain chemicals from other brands that I love, and, you know, while obviously I love a lot of P&S products, I still try them all. I still give them, you know, and I figure out what works best for me in my business, because, you know, whatever products are going to make me more efficient, you know, make my job easier, you know, I'm always trying out the new stuff. So they're totally fine with it. Bob and Dave, like, they love that I'm authentically me and honest about that, because I'm not just somebody that's paid to say stuff is great. Like, everything that I say I love,
Yeah.
I authentically love. And so I think that is the fun part about what I get to do. But yeah.
No, that
I think
definitely
all of
counts.
these are great, honestly. I mean, I could rate them, but I probably won't. But I think, you know, they're all great.
Solid. And then I've got Cron here saying, Sydney, what's the best P&S product to use for water spots?
Yeah. This is a tough one. So we do have a water spot remover that's great. It's really, really strong. So strong in the fact that it can't even be shipped. So our water spot remover, we can only send 2 distributors. So we can't sell it off our website or anything like that. So it makes it a little bit more difficult to get it in people's hands. If you can find a local distributor that has it, it's really great. One alternative that can be shipped is Babe's Spot Solver. So P&S has the Babe's line, which is actually the boat line, and their Spot Solver, you know, works pretty good. And then obviously that is on the drawing board for this year. Hopefully, it's definitely on the drawing board to figure out a really good water spot remover that can be shipped, so that it's more
Alright.
easily available.
And I have Tolan here.
Yeah.
It's not
It's not
cheating, it's
cheating.
research. Sounds like
Yeah.
something a lawyer would say.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's research.
And Joey says, today I learned. All right. So, okay.
That is it. Ding.
Fine detailing is
That's
correcting
it.
himself, says, I checked the ADS video. Anthony is right.
Yeah.
Adapt has the least protection. Because
Yeah.
everybody in the comments was jumping down your throat the second you suggested it instead of amplify. They'd all went, wah!
Yeah.
Freaked out.
Yeah.
So,
Has
I
more
guess that
cleaners
helps.
than it does protectants.
Yeah,
so.
no, it makes sense to me because, right, and I mean, we always say that anytime you combine products with different uses, you take away some of the ability, and Amplify is truly just a pure product, right? It's a pure sealant. Obviously, we can use it as like a drying aid and stuff, but it is just a true paint sealant. So, whereas Adapt is meant to have different functions, I can see where that would have less protection.
Yeah.
But either
And-
way, I'll polish it off. It's fine.
One more thing I'm going to throw out here just because I don't want people to miss it. Neil was asking, TRC, will you be doing a Christmas live stream this year? And the answer is yes, it will be tomorrow. That's the Q&A we're doing tomorrow, is our special surprise Christmas special where we have a lot of friends call in from around the industry. Obviously, we got Sydney here today, which is great, but you'll be seeing a lot of familiar faces come tomorrow as well.
Yes.
So don't miss that. It'll be here on the Rag Company channel, and we'll have it out there publicly for people to be able to click and notify themselves probably later this afternoon. So keep an eye out for that.
Cool. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Try out ADS Shampoo Plus. Try out the rest of these soaps, whether it's Coconut Earth, GFX, G-Wash.
Yeah.
You want to try Adapt, try Adapt.
Yeah, that was
but
great.
Everything we use today is
Yeah.
for sale at theragcompany.com. You can go and pick that up. I'm sure many of you guys know that. But thank you so much. This has been fun. Sydney, thank
Yeah,
you for
thank
joining
you.
me.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for
So
help
fun.
with this. And it sounds
Yeah.
like people want more of you. So we're going to bring you back, I
Awesome.
believe, for
Phew.
more future content. So,
Goodness.
Dane.
It's allowed.
I made the cut.
Dane, the microphone is yours. Take it away.
Okay. Well, on that note, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who tuned in. If you tune in sometime later in the future, hey, guess what? We appreciate you too. If you could just do us a quick favor, click like, that thumbs up down below the video would really help us out in the algorithm, as well as leaving a comment down below on what your favorite soap you saw was today. Or if you have something else you think might have kicked something else's butt, let's hear about it. Throw it down in the comments below. I want to hear what you have to say. And, of course, if you're not subscribed to the Rag Company YouTube channel, please consider doing so as well. That also helps in the good old algorithm. So, with all that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful, very Merry Christmas, and don't stray off too far, because tomorrow we will be having our Christmas special Q&A, and I want to see you there for that.